What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are going to be talking about something that's very big for the Walking Dead universe, and that is that Norman Reedus has officially announced that he filmed his final day for Daryl Dixon, the series. So, I mean, it's the final day of the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon, so it's got to be pretty emotional for him. As you guys can see on your screen right here, he posted this on Twitter, and it says, "Last filming day today for Daryl Dixon. It's been such a joy for me to play this guy with all of you for this long. I feel really blessed. Truly, thank you all, really, from my heart." So, pretty emotional for sure. Because it's just kind of sad when you think about the Walking Dead spin-off era, right? Like, it seems to me like it was just starting and now it's already closing, right? It's a little bit of a confusing emotion for me as a fan because I feel like it was just getting started, and here we are with an announcement. Obviously, we've known for a while now that season 4 is the final season, but I don't know, seeing that tweet really hit different for me because there's always that question, like, what if this is it? What if this is the end of Daryl Dixon? What if we never get to see this character ever again? And we've seen this character grow through so much over the last 15 years. He's been playing Daryl for 15 years, man. So, I mean, Daryl Dixon has an incredible legacy in the Walking Dead universe. I mean, he's a legendary character, a very well-known character, a character we'll all never forget ever. And, whatever happens next, I know we're all going to be there. I know we're all going to be hoping that we get to see more. But there's always that question of, like, is this the last time that we get to see Daryl Dixon? Now, based on everything that we've read and everything we've been hearing, I don't necessarily think this is like a goodbye to the character as a whole. I think it's probably just a goodbye to the series and a goodbye to this whole like European journey that Daryl's been on over the last 4 seasons. I think that's more so what he's saying. And I think obviously this whole entire journey with him getting his own show probably meant a lot to him, and he probably really enjoyed that, and traveling around the world and seeing all these beautiful things and all these beautiful cities and countries and everything, right? It's obviously one of those things that probably meant a lot to Norman Reedus because, he probably wouldn't have done it otherwise because, I mean, he made a lot of money in The Walking Dead and he's made a lot of money from other things. I mean, he probably doesn't need the money, most likely. He probably just does it because he loves the character. And he knows there's still people out there like me and all of you that are watching this that still love this show and still love this universe and want to see more from it. So, shout out to Norman Reedus. I mean, he's done such an incredible job and he's been such a great actor. And Daryl has always been and always will be my favorite character in The Walking Dead. He's been my favorite character since season 2. And yeah, I'll just never not be a huge Daryl fan. I'll always love this character. So, I mean, where do we go from here, right? What's the next steps? I think that's the question we're all kind of wondering. What's going on with Rick? What's going on with Daryl? Does this, final season mean that we're finally getting the reunion with Rick and Daryl? If we do get the reunion, what does that mean? Is that the end of The Walking Dead as we know it, or is it going to be the start of something else? Is it going to be the start of a brand new universe with Rick and Daryl kind of at the head, You just don't really know, man. There's so many options and so many things they could do. We do know that we're going to get, a final ending for The Walking Dead. That obviously was not The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 24. That ending did not feel very final at all because we knew we were going to see all the characters again in spinoffs. So when the spinoff is ending, that hits a little bit different, even more than the Walking Dead original series in a sense, because, for me, it's always been about the characters, not the title, I've always loved the characters. It doesn't need to be The Walking Dead for me to, feel emotional or whatever. The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon, The Walking Dead Dead City, whatever it is, seeing the characters that I love, the ones who live, that's what hits different, So anytime the spin-offs are like coming to an end, it always definitely hits and it makes me feel a little bit emotional just because it's like, dang, when The Walking Dead was ending, right back in 2022, when it was announced that The Walking Dead was ending, and then they were like, but wait, it's okay. Don't be upset. We're making spinoffs. And now that spinoff is ending, it's kind of like, well, what's next, right? And that fear of it all coming to an end is definitely there, right? It's definitely it's kind of there. But like I said earlier, guys, based on everything I've read and all the stuff that I've heard, and definitely the stuff that Norman Reedus has said, I mean, he's down to play Daryl for a long time. I think he's going to be down to play Daryl Dixon for like another 10, maybe even 15 years. I don't know exactly how old Norman Reedus is. I think he's like in his late 50s now, like mid to late 50s, probably 57, 58 or something. But he looks good for his age. He's a young whatever he is, you know what I mean? He's pretty young. So, I mean, in the end, if this is it, right? If we just get the reunion with Rick and then that's the end of The Walking Dead, I'm not sure how I'll feel because I still think that there's opportunity and potential. But if that is it, if this, Walking Dead season or The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon season 4, excuse me, if that's it, if that's the final, thing we get to see for The Walking Dead as we've known and loved, um, hey, it's been a freaking insane ride. It's been fun. It's been a great time. And I mean, I don't feel ready to say goodbye to these characters. So I really hope and I'm really praying that that's not the final time we see them. But unfortunately, none of us know what the future holds. So let me know how you guys are feeling, man. Let me know how you guys are taking this. Obviously, we've known Daryl Dixon season 4 was the ending, but I don't know if you guys feel what I'm saying when I say that. Reading that tweet really hit different for me. It really made me feel sad, because we're all getting older, we're all aging. And, obviously Norman Reedus, Andrew Lincoln, Denai Guerrera, all these actors and actresses are all getting older as well. And I think the real significance for me, and I'll end it on this note, the real significance for me with that tweet and the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon ending means that we're just, further and further away from that Walking Dead that we used to love so much, It means that we're getting older, and that Walking Dead that we, grew to love, during the original series, we're even farther from that now. We're ending the spinoff era now, right, for Daryl Dixon. And what's that new direction? We'll have to wait and see. But it's just kind of a reminder that time flies, and here we are. That show we were looking forward to whenever we're finding out that the Walking Dead original series was ending, that show's now ending, right? So it's kind of like, wow, time flies. Because I remember when they announced the Walking Dead original series was ending, and then we read about the spinoffs and stuff, and it was like, oh, cool, The Walking Dead's ending, but we have spinoffs coming, so it's all good. And now that spinoff is coming to an end, so a little bit emotional, but, hey, guys, it's part of it. We'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. The Walking Dead's meant a lot to me through my life, and it's been a lot of fun watching it and talking about it with you guys, and, hopefully it continues for a lot longer. I love this show. I love you guys. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, man. I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there in the crazy world, man. Peace.